around just to get myself situated. Welcome to this special reading for the full moon. What is it that we really need to know? I just get an overwhelming sense that August is going to be a very juicy month. The heat is on in every way. Not to make light of what's really a difficult situation for so many people. Let me just get my drink over here. But when the moon comes into play into the sky, it offers us an opportunity to reflect on what we're doing when it comes to manifesting. Okay. And so it's a perfect time to look into the cards and see what it is that will help us. So no matter what your sign, you're welcome here. If you enjoy manifesting and Abraham Hicks, Law of Assumption, Neville, Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, I could keep going on and on. And my new person that I'm really enjoying is the Rosie Life here at on YouTube, and she is a very serious teacher of Neville, and I love her for that. I'm not going to wiggle the table while I shuffle, because Neville was a very strong teacher for the people that are coming out of Christianity. By what do I mean when I say coming out of Christianity? I was raised Catholic, and then I spent a lot of years in born again Christianity. So when I began to read about manifesting 20 some years ago, I loved what I heard, I loved what I saw, but I couldn't make it match my beliefs that I was raised with. And so at the time, I really felt lonely because I didn't have companionship to try to figure it out. Like, is it okay to look at God a different way? Is it okay to look at prayer a different way? And what is manifesting anyway? So now I know that when it comes to the full moon and the new moon, it gives us a chance to dig in and focus. What is it that we can really lean into to strengthen our manifesting? Now, this particular super moon, because it's in a position where it's closer to the earth than normal, should be beautiful if you can see it, is in the sign of Aquarius. And I'm not an astrologer, but I'm so curious about how astrology impacts manifesting and personalities. And this particular full moon is about friendships and connections. And so there's some that maybe could use repair. And there's some advice, I think, that can come through the heart of love, the heart of God, so that we can really reconnect and use our skills to create stronger relationships, because that's what the Aquarius full moon is calling us for. So welcome, I'm Catherine, and this is Fish Out of Water Tarot. And we're just going to do an all signs reading and see what it is we can focus on during the month of August that will give us the focus and the manifesting power that we want and get some real results. So the first thing I'm going to do is just lay out our cards. And we're going to do 3 tarot cards here. And I'm also going to pull 3 cards from the Oracle, the Wisdom of the Oracle. And then we're going to see what it is that the universe has for us. Thank you. Angels and guides, thank you so much for being here with us tonight, guiding us into a place where we understand that when we are at our best, when we're at our best and we are calm, focused, and relaxed, we are more likely to get in the right place at the right time, which can be life-changing. So let's lay our oracle cards out here. And what is it we need to know to maximize our experience with this full moon tonight, or today, depending where you live, in Aquarius? So let's take a look at our tarot cards. See, I knew it. I've just been feeling so sure that August is going to be a fruitful month. And this 9 of Cups is really a wish fulfilled. And doesn't that look, can't you just see it in the joy of this figure? Just so overjoyed. And one of the things I love to watch about the energy of this card, she's not carrying anything. She has no baggage. She has no backpack. She doesn't even have a nice handbag. You know, you can tell her fortunes have changed because look at the treasure chest in in the corner down here, right? And she's tossing her cups into the air. There's so much freedom here. So as we approach August, it is Leo, and I see the sun, bright sun. And in my country, in the US, it is the hottest time of the year, the summer. And so there is golden sunshine around me all the time. I like to remind myself that the sun is a star. I'm fascinated by the stars in the sky, and I take so much comfort. I feel small. You know, it's like standing by the ocean where you just feel small. It helps makes me feel big in gratitude because I don't have to be pleasing anyone else. I just need to stay focused on why I'm here. What's the call on my life? How can I be strongest in my talents and in my ability to stay calm in problems and really go forward? So I would say by the end of August, we have this as a promise. This is a wish fulfilled. So it makes, let's pull the next card here. It makes me feel like that some of you are watching may have a project. You may actually have a project that you're working on right now that is going to be finishing at the end of August. So take this as really good news. This is great creative energy. In the center, we have the Hierophant. So depending on, I love the joy on this face. Remember in the early part of the recording, if you were here, I said that I came from traditional religion into the world of manifesting. I'm just going to lower this a tiny bit. And so the Hierophant is often called the Pope in some decks. I love this deck because sometimes when you think of a Pope or somebody that's a spiritual leader, you think of them in their formal robes and being all serious, the serious look on their face. But the truth is, and if you watch Abraham Hicks, if you're into that energy, they say joy is the key. Joy is our guide, and joy is the thing that keeps us going. It fuels the joy, the beautiful satisfaction that you have when something manifests, right? So something manifesting this month, your work is really paying off, your creative work, whatever it is you're doing, as you line yourself up what is your truth. It's so important that you don't get swept away into somebody else's expectation for yourself. For me, and I don't know why I'm leaning on this, I just feel somebody listening to this could use this. If you came out of a religious tradition that doesn't understand manifesting, it can be such a lonely place, right? Hit the thumbs up if you can relate. I just got goosebumps there because it's true. The people in our family are the ones that don't understand us the most. And that can be really devastating because we don't want to disappoint them. But if we start saying everything always works out for me, no matter what, this is one of my favorite affirmations. Write it down, put it in the comments. Everything's always working out for me. Everything's always working out for me. No matter what, everything is always working out for me. That's the truth. It is. And even though you might get a result that sucks, at the end of the day, after time goes by, you're still here and you're still working at aligning yourself to what's best for you. The truth is that when you're at your best, you radiate so much self-confidence that people are drawn to you. It's like a real glow. So what this is showing me is that for those of you who really are expecting something major to develop in August with the energies right there, we really, all of us need to get in touch with our inner being, that part of us that is divine. I always love when Abraham says, do you believe you have an inner being? Yes. Do you believe your inner being is divine? Yes. Do you believe that your inner being can be afraid? No, right? So no matter what you're doing and you're stepping out into the unknown, take a chance. You can recover from anything, and staying in the same place too long is just gets stale energy. So you're on the ascension, you're going up, you are continuing the journey of self-discovery, and you're really going to have so much joy in what you find out. What do you find out? that whatever your sense of God, your sense of your divine inner being is much less judgmental than you think. And there's a lot of fun to be had when you choose the goal of keeping your inner peace no matter what. That you're going to just learn how to stay neutral and learn to downshift. You can. Trust me, I learned. If I can learn, anybody can learn. Because as stubborn as they come, the Scorpio. So let's take a look at our third tarot card. Oh gosh. Anytime we get majors, these are from the major arcana. It's so funny to have these two. Okay, who's on this call? I want to know. This is fantastic. If you're resonant with this, tap that thumbs up because these are really juicy cards. I want to take a moment here as we look at the almost oppositional energy. The Hierophant, which is the spiritual leader of the deck, and then we have the Devil. And so to have those together, to me, it's confirmation that somebody here does have confusion because of religion. Okay? It can be very difficult because loyalty is extremely important to you, isn't it? Loyalty. If you have a friend who's loyal to you, how valuable is that? And how many of us have been betrayed by people, ghosted by people? And so the fact is that when you're taking a chance and you're learning something new, maybe you're writing a book, maybe you're writing a screenplay, maybe you're planning to move to a different city. But whatever it is, you feel that you can't be yourself. It's too hard because people won't accept you. And these cards are saying, erase that old story, okay? Erase that old story because there's a call on you and you know it. You've been itching. You've been itching to move or waiting for a sign. Some of you have been asking for signs. This is your sign if you randomly found this reading, okay? So, what the Devil means to me is I do think it's a card of self-sabotage where a part of you is not ready to have the thing you're wanting. So if let's say you're manifesting a new job or a new relationship, that there's a part of you that feels insecure. Something bad might happen if that comes to you. Um, it's kind of weird, isn't it? That both fear and joy could both kind of be threatening, but it's true because when you become intimate with a person, not just physically intimate, but when you let them into your heart, it's very tempting to go deep fast. It's very tempting to feel so comfortable with someone that all of a sudden it's just going too fast. And how do you know? You'll lose some of this joy. Remember that a feeling of deep centered peace and joy is your governor. It's what's going to keep you going. But if you start allowing yourself to go over to somebody who doesn't, okay, so you lose that, all of a sudden you feel more anxious. It's a good sign to slow down. Just to slow down. The way the energy looks, it does look like there's going to be some sort of important meeting or important project through the month, and there will be a challenge to you. We're gonna talk about these oracle cards here in a second, and we'll get our answer because I think there is an issue with self-confidence here. Okay, so what you need to know is that there are some people that believe in you bigger than you believe in yourself. So my advice to you is to talk to your closest friends, family, anyone, even online, if they know you, you guys are friends. I want you to just ask some direct questions. What do you think my strengths are? What do you think is a talent or a strength that I might not even realize about myself? Because you need to build up your own self-concept so that you are sure about who you choose to be with this month, okay? So why the self-sabotage? What's going on with that? Let's flip over our oracle cards here and see what answer we have. So we have chaos and conflict. Okay. I would say that I can resonate with this in terms of fear of success, fear of failure, because as a YouTuber, my numbers are there, and as the channel grows, it does bring things that you think about and worry about that you didn't worry about, when you had one follower. And so there's just this same idea that if I need to make a decision or something, to continue to trust that my inner being will never let me down, that my inner being is right there all the time, for sure. Because if chaos and conflict comes on its way to success, can I handle it? And so I would ask you, if you know that you're on the right track, there's something in you that you know you can do, or there's someone that you believe in. I mean, you feel a conviction. Are you willing to go through chaos and conflict to get to the other side? This might be somebody who is really tempted to move. You've been wanting to move. Now you have an opportunity. And you're like, oh gosh, but I have to go through all that chaos of moving and selling things and packing. And you can talk yourself right out of it. So, do you have the strength and the fortitude to go through whatever chaos and conflict is on the way to manifesting what you want? Remember, it's not a negative to have challenges. Hell no. Challenges help us learn and grow. One of the things is learning how to ask for help. A lot of people that find my work are very solitary. They spend a lot of time alone. And then when they get confused, there's nobody to talk to, right? So this is part of what you can do to prepare yourself for this month. Who's on your team? Who can you go to and ask questions? And if you don't have someone, that's a good goal for the month to develop that. Okay, and let's see what else about, okay, building blocks. This is very good because these two really go together. So even though the energy of the month looks like it's a manifesting month, things are happening. The advice is from a manifester is write it down. I would just have a page in your journal for August and write down every silly little thing that manifests for the whole month, okay? Because there's a manifesting energy alive right now. What the promise of the universe is that after chaos and conflict comes building blocks. You learn what didn't work before, okay? And then you go forward and you use the leftovers of what didn't work to build a strong foundation for going forward. It's such an important part of manifesting. Sometimes when bad things happen, people give up. They just say, I'm never going to do it. It doesn't work. I'm going to move on. But the truth is, you can use mistakes as opportunities. Use them. Learn what happened and go forward. But don't give up because something's right here, right now. I wish I knew. If you know, because you're resonant with this reading, you can email me. What am I? Oh yeah, tarotinfoplease@gmail.com, or leave a comment because it tickles me pink when somebody really resonates with these strong messages. In fact, I picked this card. Josephine Wall is a wonderful artist. I adore her. She's got so many beautiful products online and she creates these paintings. And so I pulled this out to look at it for the moon because I just love the art. I love the art. And so this indeed might be meaningful to somebody that's watching this. Just feel like there's messages that are beyond my own understanding. And the milk and honey, oh, good grief, come on. Who is that says that all the time? Oh, you can't make this up. Oh yeah, Mermaid Scales Tarot. I just love her. Can't make it up. Because look at the story for the month. First of all, we have all that juicy energy with these, with the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. I'm going to quick. I'm not going to go on forever. It's already 18 minutes. What? Okay, so look at the fiery energy here. Super manifesting energy going on. We do have the devil that just tempts us to stay small and tempts us to be satisfied with what we have right now. And gratitude is important and being satisfied with what we have right now. But you guys, you want more. You can feel it. And you're a little chicken, a little fearful, but you do want it. And the oracle is telling us, yes, you can have some chaos and conflict as you make the plans to go forward. But the reality is they will turn to building blocks. And then milk and honey, end of the rainbow. This is like the match to our Nine of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Nine of Cups. It's like that happily ever after energy. So what do we know? August is going to be a very juicy month. You may experience some chaos, but remember, it's your response to the chaos. Even though I feel stressed right now, the truth is everything always works out for me. Even though I feel uncomfortable with all this chaos, the truth is I've gotten through every chaotic event so far in my life, right? So tell yourself the truth. Face the conflict, speak up when you need to. Don't let anything tempt you from going forward. This is really a fabulous month. I get goosebumps for us all. But anyway, go forth and prosper. Have a fantastic month. I do personal readings. I'd love to read for you. The information's in the description box. I put out a daily card every day, Monday through Friday, just to continue the flow of this so we can really find that place of peace inside and tune into it. Your vibe is so delicious when you are there. Abraham calls it the vortex. Anyway, go forth and prosper. Have a beautiful August, and I'll see you at the next reading. Bye.